I was wrong.
Heels World.
For so many years, we've always said that TNA fans are the most delusional, ignorant fan base in the entire world of professional wrestling. On YouTube videos, on Twitter, on Facebook, on podcasts, what have you. And as many of you already know, there is a huge lawsuit going right now involving Dixie Carter and current president of TNA, Billy Corgan, for the rights of ownership of TNA wrestling and money issues as well. And there's a lot of things that are being put out there about Dixie Carter that a lot of us kind of knew already, and a lot of us are not surprised by. And today, just thinking about it today, finally hit me. You see, we've always said that TNA fans are the problem. And reality is, they are not the problem at all. By no means. See, TNA fans are just like fans of WWE, just like those that are fans of Ring of Honor, just like those that are fans of Evolve, just like those that are fans of New Japan Pro Wrestling or any other promotion out there. We're all wrestling fans, no matter what we support, no matter what we feel or what we agree or disagree on. That will always remain the same. We are fans of professional wrestling. But let's keep it 100. The big problem here are Dixie Carter apologists. They are the problems right now, in this case involving TNA. We have, stereotyped TNA fans based off these apologists of Dixie Carter, those that believe that Dixie Carter, till this very fucking day, is the white saving grace for TNA. Like I said earlier, there's a lot of shit being put out there that it makes you question just how did this woman is still in power or is remaining in wrestling, period. And here's the thing. I don't hate Dixie Carter. I don't want people to think that, because I'm sure a lot of you in the comments right now are saying, oh, letting you know, another Dixie Carter TNA hater. No, by no means. I don't hate TNA. If anything, I have done more praise for TNA in the last year alone. TNA, their matches have always been good to great. The wrestlers have improved leaps and bounds. Like, granted, they're not the same roster, the same class of AJ Styles, Christopher Daniels, Samoa Joe, Austin Aries, and so on and so forth, but there is an improvement. We have guys such as EC3, Eli Drake, Mike Bennett, DJZ, Braxton Stutter, who I see a lot of potential in, Bram, and so on and so forth. I can name right now. Bobby Lashley, Moose, Broken Matt Hardy, who, let's face it, is like the biggest talk right now in wrestling, and it involves in TNA. But the one thing has always remained the same. The big problem, the big issue within TNA has always been management, the people running the ship, and that's always been one Madam Dixie Carter, the Southern Belle, that a lot of you, again, put on this fucking pedestal like she is the saving grace. And there's a huge possibility that she might end up losing her company in favor of Billy Corgan. And honestly, to be really fair with you guys, I know there's a lot of you TNA apologists right now, and I understand the situation. A lot of you don't want Billy Corgan involved. A lot of you don't want Billy Corgan in power, and it's totally understandable. A lot of you guys are afraid. You're all afraid of change. I feel like a lot of you must embrace change. Now, let's give credit where credit's due. Dixie Carter, say what you want about her, she has done some good for TNA. She funded TNA when no one else would have. If it wasn't for her, TNA would have not lasted a year. If it wasn't for Dixie Carter, pretty much funding TNA, backing TNA many years ago, a lot of these talents that we see today would have not had a platform to perform, such as Christopher Daniels, Frankie Kazarian, Austin Aries, AJ Styles, who's currently the WWE World Heavyweight Champion. The list goes on and so forth. Of many people that have gone through TNA, even those guys that, WWE didn't work out, and they've gone to TNA to pretty much make a living. And there's nothing wrong with that. But let's face it, all the bad that has been going on with Dixie Carter being in control of TNA outweighs the good. And I just wonder to myself, when will enough be enough for all you Dixie Carter apologists? When will you guys open your eyes and realize that what you guys put on this pedestal as the saving grace, if you will, for TNA, the white hope, if you will, is not all that it's put out there to be? When will you guys realize that the cancer of TNA is within? And that is within one Dixie Carter. Again, I don't hate the woman. I'm sure she can be a sweetheart all you want. But being a sweetheart and being all nice and goody-goody is not going to fucking, get you out of this damn pickle that you're in right now with this lawsuit against Billy Corgan. Not just that, when you have AO1 suing you, American Express suing you, these financial credit people suing you, and so on and so forth. Suing you left and right to the point where it could cost more than what you're worth. When is enough enough? Maybe, just maybe, has it ever occurred to any of you that not only do fans want to see Billy Corgan take over TNA, but maybe even the actual wrestlers within TNA want to see Billy Corgan take over? Because, let's face it, Billy Corgan has a vision. Billy Corgan has plans to change all this around, and I can't believe I'm about to say this, he's going to try to make TNA great again. And I know a lot of you, again, have Dixie Carter in this hope, but let's face it, no matter what Dixie Carter does, let's assume here that she does stay in power. No matter what she does, there's nothing that she can do creatively to change shit around. I'm sorry to say, but not every final deletion or delete or decay or great war is gonna pretty much, have heads turning. No, it's not gonna happen. Shit's crazy when you have Andre Corbeil, who's a very good friend of mine, and I've had him on as a guest on the podcast numerous times, who for so many years has been labeled as a big TNA apologist by a lot of people. I remember going on Twitter a couple years ago and just see him argue with fans regarding Dixie Carter. And 9 times out of 10, it would be annoying. But you know what? Andre's my boy no matter what. But shit's crazy when he goes on a video on his channel where he says that he wants Dixie Carter removed from power within TNA. That to me is huge in some way, shape, or form. And to you, Andre, I salute you, brother. I, as a YouTuber, I will never tell you guys, the subscribers, the people that watch my videos and all that, what you should watch, what you shouldn't watch. I will never tell you guys, hey, just watch WWE, don't watch TNA. Hey, don't watch TNA, don't watch Ring of Honor, just watch New Japan. I will never say that. If you are someone out there that likes TNA, awesome, good for you. Support TNA. Watch the product. If you're someone out there that just watches WWE, again, that's fine as well. Nothing's wrong with that. If you're someone out there that only watches independent wrestling, like Ring of Honor, PWG, Evolve, TCW, go ahead, by all means. I will never put the gun to your head like all these other YouTubers out there that say, oh, you have to watch this because that makes you a fan. No, it doesn't. All of us hope for a miracle, end of the day. All of us want what's best for TNA. All of us want to see improvements, if you will. The last thing we as fans want to see is another wrestling company go out of business and a lot of men and women be without jobs. But as long as Dixie Carter is around, as long as she is involved in the world of professional wrestling, and in this case, running a wrestling company, because I'll be honest, I wouldn't trust her running a bodega. I wouldn't trust her running a lunch service at the local, food bank. I wouldn't trust her with my pets, yet alone a wrestling promotion. But as long as she's still around, she will remain the problem.